stars on my shoulder are better than millions in the sky. I'm sure every defense aspirant dreams of these stars or ranks on their shoulder. और इन्हें हासिल करने के लिए आपको क्या प्रिपरेशन करनी होगी और कैसे करना होगा, we'll talk about it in today's webinar. Namaste and Jai Hind, everybody. Welcome to the webinar on how to join Defense Forces, here from the officers. We have two eminent speakers who will talk to you about all the aspects of making a career in the armed forces. To all the attendees on AirMeet and Facebook Live, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Rujuta Shanbag, and I am your moderator for today. I'm a final year engineering student, and I have been associated with EXPA Cadet program for the past 3 years. मैं भी एक NCC cadet रह चुकी हूँ, and just like most of you here, मैंने भी camps attend किए हैं. We learn a lot during the 10-day camps. Discipline, Anushashan, leadership, fitness, and as basic as how to stand or how to address somebody. And this is somewhere going to help you all in your SSB. I'm also very honored to introduce you to today's speakers. We have with us Group Captain Nitin Velde. When he was an NCC cadet, he was a delegate to the UK for the Youth Exchange Program. He also stood first in all over India for the CDS 1992. Sir has served in the Indian Air Force as a helicopter and fixed-wing pilot and was part of the Siachen and Kargil operations. He was awarded the Presidential Gallantry Award for life-saving mission. We're happy to have you here, sir.
Thank you. Same here.
Then we also have with us Colonel M.G. Venkatesh, who has served in the Indian Army. He has been a GTO at Bhopal and Bangalore SSB and an interviewing officer at Allahabad. He's a rare officer with an experience of assessment in 2 techniques and has assessed over 6,000 candidates. He was the group commander of NCC Darjeeling and the director of NCC Karnataka and Goa. Thank you, sirs, for having spared your time to assess the cadets.
Thank you, and thank you for having me here.
So,
Yeah.
So with my first question to you, Colonel Venkatesh, will be, the cadets are all going to apply for the armed forces. So what are the various entries that are available for the cadets, and can one attempt various entries?
Yes, the options are in plenty. There is a direct option and there is a option through the UPSC exams. The direct options, if you're a technical graduate or a law graduate, or you're through NCCC certificate, then you have the direct option, that is you apply and you appear for the SSBs directly. If not, you can apply for the UPSC exam, clear your UPSC exam, and once you're cleared, then you can apply, you can come over for the SSB for the interview. Now, either of the options is very fine and there is no limit. You can apply direct also, and the UPSC, you can take the UPSC options also. You can apply as many times for as many entries that you want to, back to back also if you so desire. The only limit is your age and qualification.
Yeah, I think it's very important for all of you to check the main website regularly and get the correct information about the updates of the exams and the entries available. तो हमने रजिस्ट्रेशन फॉर्म में आप सबके लिए एक पोल क्वेश्चन पूछा था कि एसएसबी में कितने महीनों की तैयारी करनी आवश्यक है. The highest response we got was for 2 to 4 months of preparation. Nitin sir, this also brings to my mind that there are a lot of options and apps, YouTube channels, and coaching classes out there. How effective are these, and what duration of preparation do you recommend?
Well, first of all, thank you very much for inviting me at the outset. Let me thank EXPA for getting such a wonderful and a lovely webinar, because I've been an NCC cadet, so I'm as excited as each of the cadets, because I know what feelings they have about the SSB and the way to prepare. And now coming to the answer, my sense is that we require more time than maybe 6 months. And the moment you join NCC first year, every step that you take, every camp that you do, every activity that you do in NCC, you should try to build up a whole lot of your qualities. Because finally, Colonel Venkatesh will explain to us later, because he's been from the SSB, that they are looking at an officer who's a composite of everything. It is not that you can be only good at one particular aspect. So to answer your question, I think, yeah, I saw the web poll results that most of the people have said it is between 2 to 4 months. But I would be skeptical in accepting this, this period of time. I would say anywhere between 8 months to a year, because your general knowledge, what you're going to talk about, what kind of topics will be asked, will be roughly about a year before when you actually go for the SSB. So your competition success review and all the preparation that you do, I would say, to be fair to each one of us who's going to take a good shot at SSB, a year's preparation is required.
ओके, थैंक यू सर. आई थिंक जैसे सर ने कहा, आप सबको 6 to 8 मंथ्स की प्रिपरेशन करनी जरूरी होगी. कर लीजिए ताकि आप अच्छे से प्रिपेयर होके जाएगा. Sir, I see a lot of questions on the screen. So let me tell you all that we'll take up questions in the second half of our session. तो जो आपको questions हमारे speaker से पूछने हैं, you can write those questions in the question box. और जो Facebook users है, उन्हें chat में लिखिए. जो हमें laptop या desktop से join किए हैं, you have an additional feature of the raise hand option. So by clicking on that, you can join us for the video question and you can present. Moving on, Colonel Venkatesh, so one candidate clears the written exam or gets a call for the SSB through the NCC entry. What are the various documents a candidate must carry to the SSB center?
The documents are very important. First is the proof of identity. It could be your Aadhaar card, it could be your PAN card, or it could be your driving license, any one of these. The second is age proof. Age proof comes from your matriculation certificate. So your matriculation certificate has to be carried in original. The third is your inter clearance, that is school leaving certificate. Usually people get confused that they carry the marks card and they consider that to be the school leaving certificate. That's not. The CBSE awards you a separate school leaving certificate and so do most of the state boards. तो स्कूल लिविंग सर्टिफिकेट अलग है और 12th का मार्क्स कार्ड अलग है. इन दोनों को कंफ्यूज मत कीजिए, इन दोनों को ले जाना जरूरी है. उसके बाद आपके डिग्री का सेमेस्टर टू सेमेस्टर जो आपके मार्क्स कार्ड है वो ओरिजिनल में चाहिए. फाइनली आपका डिग्री सर्टिफिकेट ओरिजिनल में चाहिए. एंड लास्ट बट नॉट द लीस्ट is your application form itself, a printout of your application form. And finally, the NCC certificate. वो पक्का आपका क्लियर होना चाहिए. उसके पीछे ग्रुप कमांडर का ADG का सिग्नेचर और स्टैम्प भी होना जरूरी है. अगर कोई कटिंग या इरेशर है आपके सी सर्टिफिकेट में, आप उसे दोबारा ऑथेंटिकेट करवा के ले जाइए अपने बटालियन से. ऑथेंटिकेशन के लिए क्या है कि आपका बटालियन जो सीओ है वो एक सेपरेट लेटर देगा कि ये मैंने सर्टिफिकेट वेरीफाई कर लिया है एंड एज पर द रजिस्टर और लेजर ऑफ सर्टिफिकेट्स हेल्ड इन माय बटालियन दिस सर्टिफिकेट इज ओरिजिनल एंड करेक्ट. ये जरूरी डॉक्यूमेंट्स आपने ले जाने हैं.
Okay, so as sir mentioned, I think this is one of the very important phases in SSB. So before you go, double check all the documents and make sure you're carrying whatever is mentioned in the call letter. So now that we have heard about the various entries, the preparation, and how you can, what all you have to carry, Venkatesh sir, I have another question for you. So during SSB, a candidate is asked to fill the PIQ form, and it is considered to be very important. Can you tell us about it?
Yes. In most of the job interviews, you fill up something called a biodata, which you prepare on your own, as per your wish. जैसे आप चाहते हो वैसे आप अपना CV या biodata बना के इंटरव्यूअर को दे देते हो. But in the SSB, there is no biodata or CV to be submitted. There is a form that they give you. It's a pre-printed, ready-made form होता है 2 पन्नों का, जिसमें कि आपने अपने डिटेल्स भरने हैं. और जो डिटेल आपने भरे हैं उसी के आधार पे आपका इंटरव्यू भी चलेगा. कुछ हद तक आपका इंटरव्यू उसी के आधार पे चलेगा. उस फॉर्म में बड़े सिंपल से डिटेल होते हैं कि आपका नाम, आपके पिता के नाम, आप किस शहर से आ रहे हो, किस शहर में आपने सबसे ज्यादा जीवन व्यतीत किया है, उस शहर की आबादी क्या है. उसके बाद कि आपके स्कूल और कॉलेज के परफॉर्मेंस कैसे रहा है, 10th का आपका क्या परसेंटेज मार्क्स रहा है, 12th में क्या परसेंटेज मार्क्स रहा है, डिग्री में क्या है, और उसके बाद आता है आपके एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर एक्टिविटीज कि आपने कौन कौन से स्पोर्ट्स और कॉम्पिटिशन्स में हिस्सा लिया, कौन से सर्टिफिकेट्स आपके पास हासिल हैं, उन्हीं को मेंशन कीजिए जिनके सर्टिफिकेट्स आपके पास हासिल हैं. Don't mention that you have taken part in junior nationals football and you don't have a certificate to support it. अगला आता है कि आपके खुद की इंटरेस्ट क्या है, आप अपना फ्री टाइम कैसे व्यतीत करते हो, आपके हॉबीज एंड इंटरेस्ट क्या है. लास्ट कॉलम होता है कि आप इससे पहले अगर एसएसबी में आए हो तो कौन कौन से एसएसबी में गए थे और किस टाइम पे आप वहां पे गए थे. तो देयर आर सम थिंग्स फॉर विच यू वुड रिक्वायर फैक्चुअल डाटा. आप अपने सर्टिफिकेट्स अपने साथ रखिए जब ये PIQ भरते हैं. सी दैट यू आर फिलिंग द करेक्ट मार्क्स एंड करेक्ट परसेंटेज. Secondly, you will require your sports certificates and other things with you so that you fill up the correct details and you don't mention junior nationals, Jawahar junior nationals as Motilal Nehru Jawahar junior nationals. जो सर्टिफिकेट पे लिखा है वही चीज करेक्टली भरिए. And about the SSB attempts, keep a correct record as to which date, which SSB you went to. They don't ask you what was the result, whether you cleared or not. That is not it. They just want कि आप कब गए थे, कौन से SSB में गए थे. So fill up these details accurately to the best extent that possible. As far as hobbies, fill up whatever is truthful, whatever you actually indulge in. I hope I have answered the question.
Yes, sir. So here I would like to tell you all attendees to make notes of what the speakers are saying. They're mentioning very important points that will help you in the long run. Yeah. So this 5-day process is very nicely curated and taking in account all the various aspects of evaluation. There's a lot of self-analysis, personality development that a candidate needs to go through, right? So talking about self, Nitin sir, I have this question for you. How should one present themselves before the panelist? And what is the dress or turnout one needs to follow?
So to answer your question, I'll divide into two parts and I'll come to your question, the first part later. And I'm picking up from what Colonel Venkatesh was saying, that to prepare for the entire SSB, you are going to be given at the end of the day, when you report there, आपको वहाँ पे PIQ मिलेगा. आप उसमें जो चीजें लिखोगे उसी के आधार पे आपको engagement होगा, आपका interaction होगा with the various officers who are there to assess you. सो पहली चीज मैं सबको ये इंडिकेट करना चाह रहा हूँ कि आपका जो बायोडाटा आप बनाओगे, हालांकि वहां पे CV या रेज्यूमे नहीं है, बट जो बायोडाटा आप बनाओगे, आपकी हॉबीज, आपका एजुकेशनल बैकग्राउंड, आप क्या चीज में आए हो, तो इसमें इट कैनॉट बी अ क्लोनिंग कि मेरे दोस्त ने ये भरा था तो मैं भी ये करना चाहता हूँ, मेरे दोस्त का इंटरेस्ट एरोप्लेन्स में है और उसको ट्रांसपोर्ट एयरक्राफ्ट के बारे में जानकारी है तो मुझे भी है, एंड देन आई गो एंड स्टे देयर कि सर मेरे को ना आई वांट टू बिकम अ ट्रांसपोर्ट पायलट. सो इफ द असेसर आस्क, ओके वेरी गुड, वेरी नाइस नितिन, यू वांट टू बिकम अ ट्रांसपोर्ट पायलट, सो व्हिच इज द बिगेस्ट ट्रांसपोर्ट एयरक्राफ्ट इन इंडियन इन्वेंटरी. So now you are stuck because you have not actually lived that thing or you have not understood what your own sense is. So my request to all of you, all the candidates, is look at it like a masala box. I always keep giving this example of a masala box. At the end of the day, we are liking the masalas that our parents, our home, mother makes. And there are 100 and so many masalas into the masala box, but not that you have to use each one of them. Am I right? So look at it from that point of view. What are my strengths? If I'm a football lover, let me know Liverpool or Manchester में क्या फर्क है. Otherwise, it makes no sense. Don't try to clone somebody because somebody comes back to your NCC units, gives you a whole lot of stories about how he behaved. And now I'm driving from here to the question that you asked. What kind of behavior should I exhibit? The exhibition of the behavior that is required to you is exactly the way NCC expects. आपको NCC से जो उम्मीद है वही आपको ने बिहेव करना है और कुछ नहीं. NCC का ड्रेस आप जिस तरह से प्रिपेयर करते हैं, आप उस तरह से आपका शर्ट टाई या जो भी आपको ड्रेस पसंद है या अफोर्ड कर सकते हैं वो आप रख सकते हैं. आपको NCC में सिखाया जाता है आपके जूते पॉलिश होने चाहिए, आप वहां पे भी वही कीजिए. सो ऐसा कुछ NCC के आधार पे आप थर्ड ईयर NCC के बाद जाते हो, वहां पे आप C सर्टिफिकेट के बाद में जाते हो. सो एक स्टैंडर्ड NCC प्रोसेस में आपको जो सिखाया जाता है अबाउट योर ड्रेस कोड, द वे यू शुड ड्रेस अप, द वे यू शुड बिहेव, द वे यू शुड वॉक इनटू एन ऑफिस, द वे यू शुड टॉक, आई थिंक दैट इज मोर देन इनफ फॉर यू टू एग्जिबिट अ वेरी गुड, a tall, when I say tall means a proud NCC cadet, because that's what you are going to be talking to. Immediately the person should be able to say, yes, he seems to come from a semi-military background. It could be maybe NCC. That I think that would suffice to say at this moment. Yeah, Rijito, I think, is there anything else, or I think I've answered the question, right?
Yes, sir. No, sir. You have. Like the quote says, sir, like you never get a second chance to make a first one, and make sure we all exhibit how we are and portray ourselves in the best way. So here we'll take a quick poll, sir. There'll be a question on your screen now. A small poll where you have to click on yes or no to my question. So the question to you all, audience, is क्या आपको लगता है कि अंग्रेजी में कम्युनिकेट करना एसएसबी में जरूरी है क्या? So do you think communicating in English is important in SSB? You can click on the poll yes or no depending on your answer. We have the results coming in. We have 60% saying yes. No, it's changing now. We'll wait for another 2-3 seconds more. Yeah. So we have 59% saying yes and 41 saying no. So what are your thoughts, sir? How is one expected to communicate? Nitin, sir?
मैं इसका जवाब जानबूझ के हिंदी में देना चाहता हूं. क्योंकि मैं एक प्रयास करूंगा, मेरी जितनी हिंदी है मैं उसमें अगर आप लोगों को समझा पाऊंगा ये प्रश्न का उत्तर कि क्या इंग्लिश नेसेसरी है, तो मुझे लगता है कई हद तक मैंने आपका प्रश्न का उत्तर दे दिया है. एसएसबी में आपको आपके पर्सनालिटी के ऊपर, आपका व्यक्तिमत्व जैसे है उसके बारे में आपको असेस किया जाता है कि आपकी कॉम्बैट पोटेंशियल लीडरशिप क्या है, आप किस तरह से ऑफिसर बन के इस भारतीय वायुसेना, नौसेना या आर्मी के जवानों के लीडर बनना, नेतृत्व करोगे. तो उस टाइम पे आपकी क्या देखा जाता है, आपकी सोच क्या है, आपके उस जो बंदा बात कर रहा है या लेडी बात कर रही है उसके पीछे क्या आपकी बैकग्राउंड क्या, आपके एक्सपीरियंसेस क्या है, आपके किस हद तक आपने उस पर्टिकुलर क्षेत्र में हासिल किया है. अगर आप कोई खेल खेलते हो तो आप कौन से लेवल तक खेल खेलते हो. सो मेरा कहने का ये मतलब है कि ये एक थोड़ी सी गलतफहमी है. एंड मैं बहुत खुश हूं कि फिर भी 49% लोग ये सोच रहे कि जरूरी नहीं है, और मैं बहुत इसमें खुश हूं क्योंकि ये एक चीज दिखाती है कि एक तरह से कोई एक मिसकंसेप्शन ज्यादा नहीं है कि इफ आई वुड बी वरीड कि अगर 90% लोग बोलते कि इंग्लिश जरूरी है, क्योंकि फिर हम हमारा पूरा ध्यान इंग्लिश सीखने में जटा देते, हालांकि ये करने के कि हम उसके बारे में, एसएसबी के बारे में कुछ और पढ़ाई करके, कुछ और अपना पर्सनालिटी डेवलप करके उसको अपने आप को वहां पे प्रदर्शित कर सके. सो आई थिंक if people have understood जो मैं कहना चाह रहा हूँ through my attempt at Hindi, I think that's a fair call to say that language, what you speak is important and how you speak. When I'm talking of the language, कि मेरे अंदर के जो ख्याल है वो मेरे ख्याल क्या है वो important ज्यादा है. And I think that is essentially the thing. Yes, but at the same time, please मेरी अगेन रिक्वेस्ट है सारे एनसीसी कैडेट से, जस्ट मैंने ये बोल दिया इसका मतलब इंग्लिश जरूरी नहीं. आप फर्स्ट ईयर से जब प्लान बनाओगे आपका शेड्यूल, आपकी पर्सनालिटी को उभर के लाने के लिए, तब आप उसमें एक इंग्लिश का मुद्दा रखिए, इंग्लिश न्यूज़पेपर पढ़िए, इंग्लिश एडिटोरियल पढ़िए, उससे ऑटोमेटिकली योर कम्युनिकेशन विल इंप्रूव. या
Yes, sir. Like sir said, I think irrespective of language, you should be able to express your thoughts and views with confidence. So another question here. ऐसा होता है ना कि कई बार yes, sir. Go ahead.
At this juncture, what I would like to say is the SSPs do say that the preferred language is English. However, you are at liberty to speak in Hindi. In case you are stuck for words in a particular place, you are most welcome to switch over to Hindi and get back to English at the earliest. The only reason why the SSPs insist on English is a common language amongst the educated masses in the country. If you have got a degree with you, the probability is whether you are from Nagaland or you are from Tuticorin or you are from Rajasthan, you will be able to understand that language. Whereas Hindi, in spite of the best efforts of our government, abhi tak pure भारतवर्ष में हिंदी इतनी प्रचलित नहीं है जितना हम चाहते हैं. There are places in Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Nagaland, Manipur, Tripura, Arunachal, where people just don't understand Hindi. So therefore, that is the reason why SSB say English. Otherwise, there's no other reason. So, like what Group Captain Nitin brought out, that the communication of your ideas is more important. The language is immaterial. But at the same time, to have a working knowledge of English is required.
We'll just move on to Nitin sir. One last question before we take the questions. ऐसा होता है ना कि कई बार कि आप अपना बेस्ट तैयारी कर लेते हैं, but something somewhere goes wrong and you do not clear the exam or get what you want. तो ऐसे सिचुएशन में एक कैंडिडेट को क्या करना चाहिए?
मैं आपको एक चीज इसमें बताना चाहता हूं कि एसएसबी डीब्रीफ कभी नहीं देता. सो अगर एक कैंडिडेट जाता है 5 दिन के इंटरव्यू के बाद, साइकोलॉजिकल ऑफिसर, जीटीओ, ग्रुप टेस्टिंग ऑफिसर, इंटरव्यूइंग ऑफिसर के असेसमेंट बोर्ड के बाद, हर कैंडिडेट जो जाने के बाद किसी कारण विवश एक कैंडिडेट सफल नहीं होता है, देयर इज नो फीडबैक सिस्टम. इट इज अ परसीव फीडबैक बाय दैट इंडिविजुअल एंड दैट इज वेयर हमें अपने आप में ये थोड़ा सोचना है कि जो मैं सोच रहा हूँ वो सही है क्या. कई बार क्या होता है कि हमने एक एसएसबी दे दिया और उसमें हमारे कुछ कारण विवश हमें अपयश आया, हम सिलेक्ट नहीं, सफल नहीं हो पाए, तो हम कुछ ऐसे परसेप्शंस बना लेते हैं कि मैं सिलेक्ट नहीं हुआ क्योंकि ABCDE, बट हम कभी उसका वो नहीं करते, जायजा नहीं करते कि क्या जो मैंने अपने आप को बताया वो सच है कि झूठ है. सो माय रिक्वेस्ट टू ऑल द कैंडिडेट्स विड बी, there are many coaching centers, there are many YouTube videos, there is enough of knowledge, so please take knowledge from that, but please prepare for the SSB not with the outcome. आप इनपुट को ठीक रखिए. इसीलिए मैं वापस उसी बात पे जा रहा हूं कि आप पहले वर्ष से लेके 3rd ईयर तक स्टेप बाय स्टेप, इंच बाय इंच एसएसबी की तरफ बढ़ते रहेंगे तो आपका इनपुट हमेशा अच्छा रहेगा. और उस टाइम पे अपने आप को आप यू जस्ट प्रेजेंट द बेस्ट सेल्फ ऑफ योरसेल्फ. डोंट प्रेजेंट द बेस्ट सेल्फ ऑफ समबडी एल्स. Present the best self of yourself. Let the armed forces, SSB, who are the best of the officers, who have got trained by the best of the agencies, decide whether you are fit for the armed forces. मैं वापस इसमें बोल्ड अक्षरों में कह रहा हूँ, whether you are fit for armed forces, and I'm making a point. मैं बहुत ज्यादा इसमें इंपॉर्टेंस देना चाह रहा हूँ. उसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते. आप CEO बन सकते हैं, अब IAS कर सकते हैं, आप IPS कर सकते हैं. आर्म फोर्सेस की जो रिक्वायरमेंट है, सो हर कैंडिडेट को हमेशा ये याद रखना चाहिए कि एसएसबी में ना सिलेक्ट होने का जो दुख होगा, that is fine, but at some stage you have had the dream to become an armed forces officer, you underwent an SSB, that itself will see you taking leaps and bounds in whichever career you choose. So नाराज मत होइए, वापस अटेम्प्ट कीजिए. और कैसे कर्नल वेंकटेश ने बताया, there are no limits other than the age that you have a bar, so try your best every time and keep your personality intact. So I would just sum it up in this.
So one last question to Venkatesh sir from my side. Sir, हमने एक poll डाला था registration form में, and we asked the participants what they understand by the word "it" in the most heard defense advertisement slogan. Do you have it in you? And we got many answers. थोड़ों ने कहा courage and bravery, थोड़ों ने कहा fit रहना या working in a team. So Venkatesh sir, can you tell us what exactly is this "it"?
Okay. That's quite an interesting question. A lot of candidates, when they come to us in the SSB also, they have this query as to what was this "it" that you were asking about in the advertisement. Now, it's fairly simple. What the "it" stands for is combat leadership potential. Now, 3 words that I have used. Combat. Leader.
Rojita sir,
I think okay sir.
Okay, right sir, we can hear you sir, you can be off the.
Yeah. The third is potential. Potential मतलब आप में कहीं ना कहीं वो काबिलियत है. आज आप
please go ahead.
Yeah, so as I've understood through my years of service और जो मैं समझ पाया हूँ सर जो बता रहे हैं कि combat leadership potential, कॉम्बैट मीन्स उन परिस्थितियों में हम देखना चाह रहे हैं कि ये जो कैंडिडेट है ये कॉम्बैट के लिए, फाइनली आर्म फोर्सेस इज व्हाट, इट इज फॉर प्रिपरेशन टू एक्चुअली टेक ऑन अ सिचुएशन ऑफ कॉम्बैट। तो क्या इस व्यक्ति में कॉम्बैट की परिभाषा से देखते हुए इन द स्ट्रक्चर एंड इन द फ्रेमवर्क ऑफ कॉम्बैट, हाउ इज दिस कैंडिडेट गोइंग टू फिट इन? दैट इज वन point sir was trying to make. The second is leadership. Finally, we are selecting officers of Indian Army, Indian Navy, Indian Air Force. And one of the most focused job of these officers is to lead their men and women into war. So are they exhibiting certain leadership qualities? Not all the leadership qualities. Our academies, our in-service courses will help them groom, become better leaders. Combat leadership, and that is why the last word sir is trying to use is potential. Means, does that particular candidate have the potential to exploit that particular individual's potential by means of training, by means of giving him skills during his training in the initial academies or later on in the in-service courses? So I think at a very young age of, let's say, after college, when you're about 20 years, the armed forces SSB is already looking at combat, leadership, potential, and on these three pillars they will try to assess a candidate before making the decision. So sir, continue please, sir.
Thanks for filling in. Now, what does this involve? Combat leadership potential. It involves an ability to use your mind, an ability to see a problem where it exists, then being able to split the problem into parts and consider as to which part of this problem is more important than the other and placing them in that sort of an order. Therein, after evolving a plan which can address each of the sub-parts of this problem to arrive at a concrete plan which can actually be effected to solve the problem. इतना करने के बाद आपने वो भी काबिलियत होनी चाहिए, क्योंकि आप अकेले उस प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व नहीं कर सकते, आपने एक टीम के साथ उस प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करना है, तो उस टीम को आपने समझाना होगा, आपको समझाना होगा कि क्या है, क्या इसको कैसे हम सॉल्व करेंगे। तो आपकी एक्सप्रेशन, an ability to communicate your idea. Having done this, you should also have been accepted by the team as one of the useful and essential members of the team. What does that mean? That means you should have an ability to gel into a team quickly. अगर आप किसी नए दोस्तों के साथ जल्दी आप अपना व्यवहार मॉडिफाई करते हुए उनके साथ शामिल नहीं हो सकते, मतलब कुछ कमी है, आप जल्दी एक टीम का हिस्सा नहीं बन सकते। साथ में एक टीम का हिस्सा बनने के बाद उस टीम की जो इरादा या मुद्दा है उसके लिए आप कितना काम कर रहे हो, कोऑपरेशन, एंड हाउ मच यू आर डिसिप्लिन्ड योरसेल्फ, बिकॉज अनलेस डिसिप्लिन डज नॉट मीन लेफ्ट राइट कदम ताल नहीं है। डिसिप्लिन का मतलब है कि जो आपने इरादा बनाया है उस दिशा में आप किस तरह एक फोकस्ड रहते हो। दैट इज व्हाट इज डिसिप्लिन ऑल अबाउट, एंड हाउ ट्रूथफुल यू आर टू योरसेल्फ एंड योर टीम। एंड हैविंग एक्सप्लेन्ड the problem and how you are going to solve the problem, you should be able to then step in and do something. अगर आप एक पॉलिटिशियन जैसे पूरे आइडिया आप टीवी पे देते रहते हो, पर जब काम करने की बारी आती है आप खुद आगे नहीं आना चाहते हो, so that is not a combat leader. Combat leader steps in first. He takes the first step, and while taking the first step, he is full of confidence in himself, his abilities, and also his team. He knows that I can do this and my team also can do it. And with that, he influences the team with action, speech, and ideas and takes them along towards the final mission. While doing all this, he also remains focused and determined. बीच में कुछ ना कुछ प्रॉब्लम आते ही हैं। आप जिंदगी में जो भी प्लान कर लो, कुछ ना कुछ अड़चने, कुछ प्रॉब्लम आएंगी। उसको कैसे बाईपास करना है, how to go around it or over it and still be determined towards your final mission is your leadership quality. This obviously requires a lot of mental courage, and mental courage will automatically be followed by physical courage, and similarly you will require stamina. The stamina, I'm not talking about physical stamina, the academy will train you for that. You have to have the mental stamina, courage, and all this put together makes you a combat leader. जरूरी नहीं है कि हर एक व्यक्ति में ये संपूर्ण qualities would be existing in one go. Some will be little high, some will be little low, but overall, if you give the assessor there an impression that yes, there is that potential is there in you, honhar birwan ke ho chikte pai. That means if you can spot that potential, then I am happy and the candidate gets picked up for further training. That is what this IT stands for. I hope I've answered the question.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I think you've very nicely summarized it for us. With this, we'll move on to taking the questions from the question box. I request the audience to avoid repeating the queries we already addressed so that we can maximize the value. So my first question is to Nitin, sir. Group Captain Nitin, sir, is there a different exam to apply for Navy pilot, or is it covered with the AFCAT?
So AFCAT is only for to answer the question by the person who was asked. I'm saying it two parts. One, AFCAT is the Air Force selection part, and Air Force selection is only to do with the Air Force part of it. Coming to his question about naval pilots, Army, Navy, Air Force also have all these three today in the Indian Armed Forces. All three services have got their, so as to say, the aviation wing. Army has got its own aviation wing. Navy as such had already had that, which encompasses fighter, transport, as well as helicopters in the Navy. The Army just presently only has the helicopters, and of course, the Air Force has the three streams of transport fighters and helicopters. So if somebody wants to become a pilot, he can be a pilot in the Army, he can be a pilot in the Navy, he can be a pilot in the Air Force. But the way to enter that would be depending on the qualification that particular candidate has. And if he's going to go for AFCAT, then I'm afraid AFCAT will only consider you to become a pilot of the Indian Air Force. So at that level, I would say that this particular candidate needs to do a little bit of research as to which is the stream, which is the service he wants to join, he or she wants to join, and then subpart would be whether flying or whether non-flying branches or executive branch or infantry battalion or whatever it could be. Yeah, I finished.
Thank you, sir. So my next question is, my next question is to Colonel Venkatesh. It's from Renuka. I want to join SSB after diploma. Is it possible?
Sorry, Renuka, not after diploma. As of now, for girls, after +2, there is no option available. You will have to first do a degree. An undergraduate degree, you will have to be holding an undergraduate degree, and therein after only you can think of appearing in the CDSE exam, Combined Defense Services exam. For the boys, of course, after diploma also, there is an option that they can apply for 10+2 technical entry or for the NDA. But for girls, unfortunately, till date, we do not have any 10+2 level entry for the girls. Sorry to disappoint you.
I'm sorry, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. So my next question is to you, Colonel Venkatesh. Is marine biologist an option for women in Navy?
Marine biologist, that particular option, amongst the technical entries, it does not exist. See, if you are applying for a technical entry, and there would be a list of eligible degrees, that is electrical and electronics, or electronics and communication, or mechanical engineering, or civil engineering, so on and so forth. And there are separate vacancies for each of these branches of engineering. The marine biologist, no, it's not there. But that does not prevent you. You can apply for the CDSE exam. The CDSE exam just requires an undergraduate degree. It could be BA, BCom, BSc, anything. You just require an undergraduate degree to apply for your CDSE exam. Clear the UPSC exam, yes, then the the SSB is open for you.
The next question is to Group Captain Nitin. This is from Ashish. Are YouTube sources and other things reliable?
Ashish, I'll answer your question
Did you
in
get
the
my
manner
question?
that Yeah, I got it. I got the question. So, Ashish, whatever information is there on various platforms, print media, TV media, social media, internet, Instagram, I'm taking every media platform that is available in this world today. Each of the information is justifiably authentic to the extent that you can actually believe in it. That's my honest submission to you. So if you want to quote something to a panel of people, you need to have a multiple resources that you would have read, and there is nothing that beats actually a written media, if you ask me. Because YouTube, at the end of the day, I'm not at all contesting that it has got information, but these all platforms are, are loading on their own. You can keep a lot of data. So when you prepare for any of these competitive exams, you should be sure to absorb all the data. And like Sir said, make your own analysis about certain things. Not that I follow something which is told by somebody, so I just say, I jump the gun and say, yeah, everybody seems to say this about this particular problem, so I also have that answer to it. So my answer to Ashish would be, why only YouTube? You get knowledge from every possible platform in the world, make your own analysis, make your own notes, and have your own thoughts ready on that particular subject. Yeah.
Here, we'll take your questions in a while. We'll just finish with the questions in the question box before that. So next question is to Colonel Venkatesh. Gagan Sharma is asking how to join the Territorial Army. So can you tell us about that?
Gagan, very interesting question, but why do you want to join the Territorial Army? I believe you must be already working and you don't want to give up that job. That could be the reason. So if that is the reason, yes, very valid. If you're already, say, employed in a bank or the Indian Railway or the Reserve Bank of India, any corporate world, anywhere, and if you fit in into the eligibility bracket of being under 42 years of age and having had the graduation with you, yes, you can apply for the Territorial Army. The application for Territorial Army follows the route of the Army commands, the Southern Command, the Eastern Command, Western Command. Your application is routed to the command. A preliminary interview is conducted at the command level. And amongst the candidates who are screened at the command level, for example, the Southern Command is in Pune. The initial screening would be done in Pune. They would have some amount of written examination also conducted, basic maths and general knowledge and essay writing and things like that. And then there would be a small personal interview worth about 10 to 15 minutes. And after that, the command headquarters would take a decision.
Rajita is off the grid.
We'll just continue here, I think.
Yeah, we could go with the next question. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That is the route.
Yeah, sir. So Manu Prakash is asking you if how can one join who is not an NCC cadet?
So Manu, to answer your question, if you go to the various employment exchange websites and the ways to enter into armed forces on UPSC website, you'll get enough of knowledge. But at this point, I would like to say NCC is one of the entry. So if you go back, you have the NDA. After 12th, आप NDA में जा सकते हैं. ग्रेजुएशन के बाद आप जो एयरफोर्स आर्मी नेवी की अपनी एकेडमीज है, एयरफोर्स एकेडमी, इंडियन नेवल एकेडमी एंड इंडियन मिलिट्री एकेडमी में जा सकते हैं. और उसके जो एंट्री पैटर्न्स है, अगर आप इंजीनियर है तो आप डायरेक्टली इंटरव्यू के लिए जा सकते हैं. इफ यू आर ग्रेजुएट इन एनी अदर स्ट्रीम, देन यू कैन अप्लाई थ्रू CDS. And if you have done C certificate of NCC, then you can apply through your various directorates of NCC and straight away go for the SSB. So the modes of entry are quite vast, and it is almost a solution or an entry pattern fitted to almost every particular I would say graduate in this country who exists. He has a scope to join the armed forces. That much I can tell you with a 100% surety that every graduate, whatever graduate you are dream to serve the India as such, as a country as such, through the armed forces route will definitely be fulfilled.
Sir, और एक सवाल है यहाँ पे. Why is the SSB Allahabad called a rejection center board?
This is a very standard and response we keep hearing from huge number of candidates who say that Allahabad is a rejection center, and Bhopal and Bangalore, if you are lucky to go there, and of course Kapurthala also now, the chances of your selection is fairly extremely wrong myth that is there in their mind. What happens is Allahabad has got 5 boards. 5 board हैं Allahabad में. Bangalore में सिर्फ 2 बोर्ड हैं और भोपाल में 4 बोर्ड है. अब क्या लगता है 4 बोर्ड में भी भोपाल में 3 बोर्ड हैं और कपूरथला में 1 बोर्ड काम कर रहा है. सो व्हेन यू सी कि 5 बोर्डों के लिए 3-4 बसें भर के कैंडिडेट्स आए और उसमें से कुछ चले गए, 5 बसों में आए और 4 बस वापस चले गए और 1 बस लोड रह गया. तो ऐसे लगता है कि यार 5 बसों में से 4 बस लोड तो इन्होंने वैसे ही रिजेक्ट कर दिया शुरू. Because of the quantum which is there, it looks like that, it appears like that, but in reality, Allahabad has the same selection rate as any other SSB in the country. Believe you me, सारे SSBओं का हर साल कम से कम 2 बार स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन एक्सरसाइज होता है. हर एसेसर, चाहे वो बैंगलोर में बैठा हो या कपूरथला में बैठा हो, वो एक अपना इंटरनल ट्रेनिंग और एक्सरसाइज करते हैं जिसमें स्टैंडर्डाइज करते हैं कि चाहे बच्चा कपूरथला जाए या बैंगलोर जाए, इलाहाबाद जाए, उसकी परफॉर्मेंस के बेसिस में उसका रिजल्ट एक जैसे होना चाहिए. एंड बिलीव यू मी, ऑल एसएसपीज आर एक्सट्रीमली स्टैंडर्डाइज, इंक्लूडिंग नेवी, एयरफोर्स. तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता कि आप बैंगलोर जाते हो या वाराणसी जाते हो या मैसूर जाते हो या कपूरथला. आपके chances of selection is purely based on you, nobody else.
Rightly said, sir. Sir, there's a very interesting question here. This is to Colonel Venkatesh. I have been having panic attacks at the point of preparation or feeling of momentary dejection. Is this seen as a negative trait as when it comes to personality, or is it normal as a person?
See, fear is natural. डर सभी को लगता है, वो एड में भी आपने देखा होगा.
Yeah.
Panic attacks happen to everyone. Even I'm sure Usain Bolt also, when he's standing on the starting block of his sprint, जब वो गन फायर से पहले उसके भी पेट में तितलियां उड़ती होंगी. It happens with everyone, but it is your confidence on your preparation, on your experience, on the people who have guided you, who have coached you, who have helped you, and your own teachers, your own parents. Just take your mind back to all these people who have been building pillars under you, जिन्होंने actual आपका नींव रखा है. उनके ऊपर भरोसा रखो, अपने आप पे भरोसा रखो, and you will overcome this panic attacks or this periods of extreme stress. An ability to overcome the stress and continue functioning normally is the hallmark of any good leader, whether combat leader or any other leader. Requires this ability to overcome stress. I hope I have answered this question.
Yes, sir. We'll take a couple of questions more and then we'll move to video questions. Sir, this is from Mervyn Pinto from Airmeet. How do we develop OLQs? This is to Nitin, sir.
Again, how do you have developed OLQs? Is there a fixed formula? Yes, you are expected to have officer-like qualities because that is what the SSB is going to assess you for. How do we develop? At every stage you develop. So like now sir is saying, somebody was asking about a question, डर सबको लगता है डर के आगे जीत है. I always keep saying that when I interact with people about public speaking, that 95% of the people are afraid of public speaking. Am I right? The rest 5% are liars. We have to understand that. So the point I'm saying is 100% of people feel something when they go in front of audience. You just need to constantly develop your personality in such a way that you are able to adjust to the quick situation. And like sir explained in terms of how do you behave to solve a problem. So it is not that you can break this into pieces. Okay, 33% I'll do problem solving, 33% I'll do communication skills, and then I'll do this, and then I'll get selected for SSB. I don't think that works. What works is how are you as a person. So if you ask me, I'm just taking a thread from my own resume, if you were to call it. I was a Rotary member, I was a Rotaract member, I was a member of ISEC, I had done NCC quite a bit, I had done RDC. So at every stage, my interaction used to be about certain things which had a backup of my own experience, because nothing can beat my experience. So if I'm going to talk about the rural India, if I have already worked in a farm, I can always talk with that kind of confidence about certain things. So Mervin, I think don't go by the percentages and don't try to be too analytical about how do I develop my personality. Just try to be the best self and a better self of yourself from the last day. So tomorrow morning I got to be shade better. 1 inch, one foot. So when you run, also you say today I'm going to run 10 meters more than yesterday. And I think at the end of 3 years, when you look back, the people around you will be able to tell better than you that yeah, there's been a distinct difference from the time this particular boy or girl started to go for NCC and try to groom herself. Yeah. So good luck.
Yes, sir. All the examples that you're giving are really making things very clear for all of them, I'm sure. So with this, we'll take our last question. This is from Samriddhi Singh to Colonel Venkatesh. My current eyesight is -4D and I want to go for a LASIK surgery. Am I eligible for Indian Army and Air Force after the surgery?
Samriddhi, it's good that you have thought of a LASIK surgery, but there is a period of scar cure after a LASIK surgery. When the eye specialist examines your eye, there should be no scar left. If there is a scar left, then it's a case for rejection. So make sure that after you have got your LASIK surgery done, after every 2 months or 3 months, you keep getting your eye re-examined to see that if there is any scar left. If there is a scar left, there are methods, there are drugs available which can enhance the curing period, curing speed, and the scar removal can happen. But if you have a scar and the eye specialist notices the scar, then it's a case for rejection. LASIK surgery itself is not a case for rejection. I hope I have answered that question.
Yes, sir. Thank you. We'll move to taking the video questions now. We have a couple of people on the raise hand here. Hello, Sohit Reddy. Please ask your question.
Good evening to the Colonel Venkatesh sir and Group Captain Nitin sir. सर
Good
मेरा
evening.
एक ही सवाल है. यस सर मेरा एक ही सवाल है. सब लोग सोचते कि एसएसबी में हमको जाने से पहले हमको स्टैंडर्ड रहना है, हमारे माइंडसेट को डेवलप करना है. और सर, इज इट इम्पोर्टेंट टू डेवलप ए ऑफिसर लाइक क्वालिटी बिफोर वी गोइंग टू एसएसबी?
I'll just take 30 seconds to answer him, sir. Then you can take on. सोहित, अगर हम ऑफिसर को ही इंडक्ट करेंगे भारतीय वायुसेना, नौसेना और आर्मी में, तो फिर एसएसबी की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. कहने का मतलब ये है, अगर आप ऑलरेडी ऑफिसर है तो ये थोड़ी गलत फहमी है. सर बता रहे हमें, कर्नल वेंकटेश सर बता रहे कि पोटेंशियल क्या है. सो बहुत ज्यादा आप उसमें ना सोचते हुए, अगेन आई एम गोइंग बैक, जस्ट कीप द इनपुट राइट. Take help of your NCC seniors, of your COs and other people, and you will be able to get to the path that is most desirous for you as an individual. So, Venkatesh sir, you could.
हाँ, जैसे ग्रुप कैप्टन नितिन ने आपको बताया कि आपको एसएसबी में जाने से पहले आपकी सारी लीडरशिप क्वालिटीज एंड ऑफिसर लाइक क्वालिटीज की पूरी अगर तैयारी हो जाए तो उसके बाद एकेडमी करेगी क्या? मतलब आप में एक ऑफिसर बनने की काबिलियत होनी चाहिए. वो काबिलियत का अर्थ क्या है वो मैंने पहले भी समझाया था कि अगर आपका दिमाग तेजी से किसी प्रॉब्लम को आइडेंटिफाई कर सकता है और उसके ऊपर काम कर सकता है, आप एक प्लान बना सकते हो, अपने साथियों के साथ मिलजुल कर बढ़ चढ़ के आगे आए और उस काम को पूरा करने में आप प्रोत्साहित रहते हो, खुद ही प्रोत्साहित रहते हो और दूसरों को भी प्रोत्साहित करते हो, और कुछ विडंबनाएं आने पर पीछे नहीं हटते, पर उस मुद्दे की तरफ. ये है बेसिक पोटेंशियल. मतलब जैसे कहते हैं होनहार बिरवान के होठ चीखते पाए. मुझे एक काबिलियत नजर आती है. अगर वो उतनी काबिलियत नजर आए तो काफी है. आपने कोई ऑफिसर लाइक क्वालिटीज की परिभाषाओं को रट के जाने से कोई फायदा नहीं होगा. उन क्वालिटियों को आप अपने अंदर डालना है और उसको प्रदर्शित करना है. दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. आई होप आई हैव आंसर्ड द क्वेश्चन.
Yes, sir. We'll take the next one now. Okay, I think there's some technical glitch. We'll take up one question from the question box.
Yeah.
However, your interview is done only when you clear your PPDT test. My question to you is do we perform, sorry, how do we perform in the various SSB tests taken before the interview?
Could we, you want us, so you could answer this and Rajputana hacks. So you want to continue?
Okay, I think I get his point. Probably what the question is asking is the interview based on your performance in pre-interview tasks and tests? Sorry,
Hello.
it is not based on that. The interview is an independent technique of assessment. The group testing is an independent testing assessment technique, and the psychology is another technique. ये तीनों टेक्निक अलग अलग हैं, तीनों अपना अलग अलग असेसमेंट करते हैं, वो एक दूसरे से they don't discuss, they don't exchange notes. And it's only on the last day, on the conference time, that the three assessors, the group testing officer, the interviewing officer, and the psychologist sit together and take a decision as to whether this candidate can be recommended or otherwise. Till that point in time, till the conference, they don't exchange notes. Each technique is independent. तो आप अगर सोचते हैं कि मेरा ग्रुप टेस्टिंग में एक आध टास्क में मैं अच्छा नहीं कर पाया, मतलब मेरी तो एक तरह से लुटिया डूब चुकी है, अब मैं इंटरव्यू कुछ बोलूं ना बोलूं, किस तरह करूं, उससे क्या फर्क पड़ेगा? No, that's a very wrong attitude. It is impossible that all candidates will do all tests and tasks 100%. सब कहीं ना कहीं ऊपर नीचे होता रहेगा. That should not demoralize you. Each task you start off afresh to say, इसमें मैं कोई कमी नहीं छोड़ूंगा, इस टास्क को मैं सबसे बढ़िया करूंगा. And that is the right attitude, and that will ensure success. Believe you me, that will ensure success. Whereas if you give up hope after not doing well in one or task or test, then मतलब आप खुद ही आपने तो सोच लिया कि नैया पार तो हो ही नहीं है, तो चलो डूब मरते हैं, तो उसका फिर कोई इलाज नहीं है. I hope I have answered that question.
Yes, sir. I think we're trying to connect with the video questions, but before that, we'll take another question here. Are the dates for applying for direct NCC SSB out? This is from
So could we
Sableen.
just hold-
Okay, I think we'll just take a
Yeah,
video question and then
video
come back
so
to
that,
this, sir.
yeah, technically we are okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Kanu, we can see you. Please ask your question.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, sir. Ma'am, I want to ask that I'm in NCC. I'm an NCC aviation student, and I'm in class 10 only. So I want to join Air Force. Then after 12th, what should I do?
You should join NDA.
Sir, are girls allowed to appear for it?
Repeat the question. She
Okay.
says she is in the Air Force, Air Wing, and she wants to join the Air Force. After 12th, how can she join?
Okay, so for lady officers, that is women officers, to become a pilot, the entry scheme you have to wait. I don't know when time will come when NDA will also be open for lady officers, and that time is not very far off as far as you, if you ask me. But अभी के दौर में आपको 12th के बाद किसी बेसिक ग्रेजुएशन करके 12th में साइंस और फिजिक्स कंपलसरी है. उसके बेसिस के ऊपर आपको एयरफोर्स में एज अ पायलट or as a other officer आपको वहां पे you will get an opportunity. If you do after 12th engineering, you will get opportunity to become an aeronautical engineering electrical division or aeronautical engineering mechanical division. So for lady officers today, there is enough opportunity in the Indian Air Force in each of the branch. We are also having fighter pilots now. On 26th of June, if you read the newspaper, we had the first weapon system officer, a woman pilot, first woman is going to kind of operate weapon systems in a Sukhoi. So time is not far when an aircraft will be flown by a woman pilot, a fighter aircraft. The weapons will be operated by a woman WSO. The ATC officer could be a woman. The accounts officer could be a woman, and the base commander could be a woman. So I'm very hopeful that will happen very soon. And I have got the first-hand experience of working shoulder to shoulder with the best of the lady officers. So I'm quite excited about the whole thing. So for all the ladies who are listening here, all the girls, armed forces offer one of the best career options for any girl today. That much I can say with 100% surety.
So we'll try for one more video question, our last one. Just trying to fix it.
I think
Okay,
I'm
we'll
just
just
going to
move on. I
expand.
think. No, sir, we'll just move on with this. I think we have covered a lot. Thank you, sir. I'm sure all your inputs have been very helpful to all attendees and to know the procedure better.
Rijita, when Supriya Kumari is coming online, we could just, but she's again gone off, on and off. Okay.
Sir,
Just wait. If she's already been connected.
Yes, Supriya, we can hear you. Please ask your question.
sir, according to recent judgment of Supreme Court, women can opt for permanent commission in Indian Army. So what are the entries in Army through which women can opt for permanent commission?
See, the options of entry remain the same. The Combined Defense Services exam, that is UPSC exam, you attend, clear that exam, and then appear for the SSB interview, you get a commission. And to begin with, the commission will be a short service commission. Later on, at the 14th year of service, the decision based on your performance over the 14 years as an officer, the decision to whether grant your permanent commission or otherwise will be taken by the army. That is ab initio, that is beginning में ही आप ये ही सोच के चल सकते कि मुझे permanent commission ही चाहिए. The same applies for all NCC entry also. After you get commissioned, you are a short service commissioned officer. You have a decision point at the 10th year service and the 14th year service. At the 10th year of service, you can take a decision to quit yourself, or the army can take a decision to let go. If not, at the 14th year, again, you have a decision point where you can take a decision to quit, or the army decides to let you go, or the army decides that you are good and they would want to continue with your service and they grant you a permanent commission. So that is the route for permanent commission. I hope I've answered your question.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I think your inputs have helped all attendees who are here today. I also thank you all for your time. And with this, we wrap up. I think we have covered a lot and summarized all that our candidates needs to know. So on behalf of EXPA, we wish you all aspirants good luck, and may you all live your dream. Before I introduce you to the next topic, sir, do you have any words of advice to our aspirants?
If you were to ask me, my only closing thoughts, Rijita, would be to all those people who are listening to this webinar would be, definitely go and aspire for the SSB. Do not give up on the day one, day two. SSB by itself is a phenomenal experience. I can give it to you that those 5 days, whether you get selected or no, they will see you in good stead, whatever you do in life. And as a part of NCC, you have joined NCC with a purpose. Those 3 years in NCC, when you get a C certificate, Sunday to Sunday parade doesn't make you a full-fledged NCC cadet. So take as much time in developing your skill sets, your communication skills, your personality, and you will be a good citizen. And India as such requires great potential of youth leadership. And we look forward to, NCC cadets reaching the highest pedestals one day. So those are my closing thoughts. Thank you very much.
Yeah, as far as my advice to the cadets would be that the first attempt that you go for SSB, go with a state of mind कि मैं इसको क्लियर करके या क्लियर करके मैं ऑफिसर बनूंगा या बनूंगी. डोंट गो विद अ माइंडसेट कि इस बार जाके जरा चेक कर लेते हैं कि एसएसबी होता क्या है और अगली बार अच्छी तरह तैयारी करके जाएंगे. वो अगली बार कभी जिंदगी में नहीं आएगा. एवरी अपॉर्चुनिटी मिस्ड is a huge loss. So the first SSB chance that you get, prepare fully, go with a firm determination कि इस बार मैं जाऊंगा या जाऊंगी और मैं अपनी पूरा काबिलियत दिखाऊंगा और वहां पर मैं सक्सेसफुल होकर एक कमीशन ऑफिसर बनूंगा. दैट शुड बी द एम विथ विच यू गो, नॉट विद द एम टू से चलो एक बार चेक करके आते हैं. डोंट गो विद दैट एटीट्यूड ऑफ चेक करके आते हैं. I hope I have conveyed my thoughts to the cadets.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. So I'll just we'll now tell you that building a standout resume is our next webinar episode. Join us on 12th July 2020, and that's on Sunday 6:30 p.m. We also will be putting up the certificates to the AirMeet attendees on the Expa Cadet app. But आपको पहले उसके लिए feedback form भरना होगा. And we'll be providing a short document on SSB process and preparation, which will be available for your reference on the Expa Cadet app. We are adding the recording of this episode on YouTube channel so that you all can cover up on the missed parts. And these are the social media handles, so that please join them so that you have an idea of what our upcoming webinars are. We keep posting our updates on this. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.